Graham's on an adventure just north of East London in the Eastern Cape. On this trip, he realized something amazing. Your holiday can make a difference to the local community.
Via Mzansi, it is here. Where is here? Well, we're in the Eastern Cape, Mzansi Bay to be exact, at another backpackers lodge. In fact, one of the most legendary buccaneers. Now, on our last little excursion backpacking, doing it youth travel style, I picked up a lot of very useful information. But the most important part was, deal with the conditions and get in with the locals. Find out about the culture, find out about the area that you're in. And quite frankly, there is no better way of doing that than with a fair trade travel pass. I've got my pass, now time to find out what that entitles me to. Let's go meet the owner, Sean, come.
The Fair Trade Travel Pass initiative that Buccaneers supports helps guide you to those places and experiences that give local people a fair share of the tourism bounty.
Sean, you couldn't have asked for a better spot. This is incredible. Taking it to a whole nother level now with our Fair Trade Travel Pass. Tell us a little bit about that.
Really an exciting initiative. It's really new. It's its first year of launch. What it is a combination of 9 businesses in South Africa, starting in Soweto and ending in Cape Town. You travel on an amazing bus, which is a bus service dedicated to backpacking travel in South Africa. We believe a great way to see South Africa, know that you are supporting fair trade businesses, but also getting you off the beaten track and away from the sort of kind of the normal what's been sold in South Africa.
Now, to me, that speaks volumes about sustainability. All businesses should be built on these cornerstones.
The principles of it are sound business practice, and they do make sort of economic and business sense. They do take it a step further in that they look into the ecological component, environmental component, and the whole picture of sustainability. A large percentage of the backpackers in South Africa all have a very active involvement in some form of community outreach.
Backpackers that are Fair Trade accredited each have at least one community project they support, like the important work of the Beluga School just down the road from Buccaneers.
The wild coast indeed. Gotta have some giraffe on your back doorstep, especially for a young, hungry mind. We're at one of the schools supported by the Buccaneers Backpackers Lodge and the Fair Trade Travel Pass. Clearly, they are doing something right. By the sounds of things, we got some very happy learners here. Might be my war cry. Hang on a sec.
Graham met other backpacker owners excited about the initiative.
Right, let's talk about the Fair Trade Pass, obviously what's driving everyone around here. What does it mean to you? Give us a bit of background.
We're out here to do the Fair Trade Travel Pass because we're planning to sell that travel pass. So before that, we just need to engage in it to see whether it can be a success or not. And it's good for us to engage with the community, to give back, because at the end of the day, we're doing it for the community. We are the community, we're doing it for the community. So it's best if you just become all together and do one thing and be happy.
What a great experience. Wherever you travel, you can be fair and responsible simply by supporting locally owned accommodation that creates jobs and pleasant work conditions for the community. For Graham, it's time to freshen up before dinner.
Well, after our first day in a completely new part of South Africa, my Via Mzansi trip has gotten off to a flying start. But I feel I have now earned the right to call myself a socially responsible traveller. Or at least I'm well on my way, and I've earned a hearty meal. Tonight, a little bit of Mexican salsa.
Boasting some of the best hostel meals in SA, Buccaneers always draws an interesting dinner crowd. Self-catering accommodation is available, but who wants to do dishes on holiday?
I think this really was the perfect way of debriefing after a busy but a very fulfilling day. I know what it is to be a socially aware traveller, and I'm certainly going to do a lot more of it. In fact, I'm going to do more of it tomorrow as we start the next phase of our adventure. But I somehow think I hear my war cry again. Bit of drumming to see in the night. I'll catch you guys in the morning.
South Africa has so many gems to explore, and how great it is to sleep tight knowing you're doing right by the local communities. Tune in again tomorrow as Graham travels to Coffee Bay, hikes to Hole in the Wall, and tries to tame the waves.
Explore Mzansi and discover what you're looking for. It's here.